Try not to get stuck in a mental state in which you memorize your experience of awareness, your recognition of awareness, and you just go on parroting other people's language or, proselytizing whatever it is you believe in. Because the authentic recognition of awareness has nothing to do with thoughts, with concepts. But even in the face of concepts and thoughts, we can recognize awareness. That's the beauty. It's always here. You can never say you're not aware, right? What happens often is when we recognize awareness authentically, meaning in actuality, in the immediacy of this moment, in the directness of this experience, to really see, to recognize, to acknowledge, awareness is here. That's all. Like, no explanation needs to be given. There's just awareness. And that moment of clear seeing, that's the authentic recognition of awareness, confirming to ourselves, to our human experience, to our conscious attention, that awareness is always already present. What happens, mostly, which is perfectly fine, because it's just like learning how to ride a bike, you're enthusiastic about it, and you want to say how good you are. So for a little while there's a maturity happening, a ripening, so to speak, an adjustment, and in that period, can be a couple of years, we often use the memory of the authentic recognition, and we can kind of get sloppy, so to speak. And when we get sloppy, meaning when we stop actually recognizing awareness consistently, when our commitment to that becomes sloppy, then we still start to speak out of the same language, like, awareness here, etc. But then we react out of the memory. So there's a concept arising, an ID about awareness, a memory of the recognition from which we are speaking, rather than integrating the actual recognition in the direct experience right now, beyond thought. Not necessarily beyond thought, but beyond the control of thought. Like, it's always here, whether thought is here or whether thought is not here. So to recognize that, instead of integrating that completely into this moment, we often speak and act out of the memory of it. So this video is just to encourage you to stay committed, to stay sincere, to stay earnest all the way. Just recognize awareness consistently until there is a true conviction happening. And what does conviction mean? Well, just as with any common ID, once, like gravity for example, we're all utterly convinced that gravity exists. So there's no doubt about it, we don't need to recognize it. So we're not living towards gravity, towards the idea of gravity. We don't have to bind it anymore. It's just there. And we live from the assumption, from the acceptance that there is gravity. Similarly, when we actually recognize awareness consistently, then it's not an ID that settles. This is what we have to be wary of. But it's the actual recognition that confirms in our direct experience that awareness is actually, truly, always already clearly present. And thus we start to live from freedom. There comes more of an acceptance of all concepts and other ideas. There's a very liberal attitude towards any idea. Nothing needs to be rejected anymore. We don't need to believe in awareness. We don't need to exclude any other kind of teachings or concepts or whatever, people. So there's a natural conviction there, which happens only through the direct and immediate recognition of awareness, which you can do right now by relaxing the mind, relax seeking, relax trying to be somewhere else, relax trying to control the situation. If the desire to be somewhere else than you are right now, if that's relaxed, meaning let go of, so to speak, don't push it away, but just relax, then a natural clarity of mind arises. A natural seeing happens, and a natural recognition occurs. When we're wholly committed to this, then sooner rather than later, experientially, we will be convinced of this. And then still one is committed to it. There's a constant commitment to truth, if you will, to this natural presence, which is the only thing that's constant. And it's not a thing, but that which sees all things, in which all things appear, even the thought about awareness, even the memory of the state of awareness, happens in that which perceives right now. And when we stay wholly committed to this, then conviction deepens more and more. And in that conviction, true relaxation starts to happen in the midst of daily experiences. And then we can allow the inseparability of everything to become obvious. We can allow the unity of everything to become apparent. Just more and more it starts to shine through.